Hi, I'm Steph Thomas. I'm the community leader for 4Networking. I look after both the online, the forum, which I know you're talking about today, and the real life breakfasts. And I'm talking to you today from Leeds, where I'm attending 4Networking Leeds Central tomorrow morning. Sam's asked me to talk to you not about how to use the forum, because I understand you're doing that in a training session this morning, but Sam's asked me to talk to you about why I used the 4Networking forum and why I've used it so much since I joined. I'm going to hold my iPad up now, and I hope that you can see this. I'm just going to talk to you through a few of the figures that are on my profile on the 4Networking forum. If you go on the forum, click on your photograph, which is up on the top right hand corner, it will show you your profile and you'll get the same figures for you actually. Tells me that I joined 4Networking on the 19th of October 2007. And since then, I've been to 483 4Networking breakfasts, including Wrexham this morning. And just think about this, if you go to 4Networking breakfasts, and if you go to 483 of them, you too can end up looking like me. Be afraid, be very afraid. But I've also made 15,005 posts on the 4Networking website. 15,005 posts. And look at this figure just above. 18,602 people have viewed my profile on 4Networking. It's actually no surprise to me that those numbers are quite similar, because the more posts that I make, the more active I am on 4Networking, the more people look at my profile, and the more people contact me to want to do business with me, which ends up with 79 people who've done business with me in 4Networking wanting to leave testimonials for me. So I use the 4Networking website a lot, I use the forum a lot. Networking on the 4Networking forum has become a big part of my business. Just to put that into context, because I know that you can't talk back to me at the moment, but I always get asked this question. People say to me, so you must spend hours on the 4Networking website. I spend about 40 minutes a day. I looked into this when I was doing a training session so that I could answer that question. I spend about 40 minutes a day, and for me, it's a really valuable part of my networking and a really valuable part of what I do. And I'll talk about that for a second. In the 4Networking script, we're told to use the website so that other 4Networkers and Google can know all about us. We're told to use the 4Networking website to get our meeting receipts, this morning's attendees list, and to book our future breakfast meetings. But I use it for much more than that. I don't just use it so that other 4Networkers can know about me. I don't use it so that Google can know about me, although I know a lot of people who do. I use the 4Networking website to build relationships, just as I do in real life networking, that turn into business. And sometimes they turn into friendship. But I use the 4Networking website to build relationships with people. A guy called Lee Rickler phoned me just as I was driving over here this afternoon, and Lee had spotted that I'm doing the foresight at the launch of Evening 4Networking in Canary Wharf. And Lee phoned to say that he was going to come along and we could meet up afterwards as well. I see Lee in real life about twice a year, but we use the 4Networking forum to keep regularly in touch. And we've done business together. We use the 4Networking forum to chat, to share things, to share our opinion about things, and we've done business together, because I think that's pretty much why we all joined 4Networking. But the 4Networking website has given me so much more than relationships that turn into business. The 4Networking website has given me support. The 4Networking website has given me help when I've needed it with bits and pieces, and it's given me the opportunity to help other people in the 4Networking community as well. Someone posted in the Can You Help section just last night that they need something or they need advice on something which I've got particular experience of from a career in the past. So I've been in touch with them and helped them today, and other people in 4Networking have given me similar help along the way. But the more I use the 4Networking website and the forum, the more that 4Networking members all over the country know about me and what I do, and tend to get in touch with me and ask about business. The 4Networking forum is about real people, just as your breakfast meetings. The 4Networking forum is about creating, building and strengthening those relationships that you've made at breakfast and making relationships with new people. There is a tendency for people to think that they should use the 4Networking forum and indeed any other social media for selling their stuff to people. I'm just going to give you a bit of an analogy as to how I use the 4Networking forum, which is an online community. And I live in a community. I live in a small village called Aston in Oxfordshire. And Mick, who lives next door to me, fits carpets for a living. And my cousin Steve, it's an Oxfordshire village, so every other person's my cousin. My cousin Steve, who lives in Church Lane, he mends people's computers and PCs and laptops for a living. But when we get together, we were at the pop quiz in the village a couple of weeks ago. Mick doesn't ask me if I need carpets fitted this week. Steve doesn't ask me if I need my carpets. Steve doesn't ask me if I need my PCs repaired. We talk about stuff. We talk about village life. We talk about our kids. We talk about Mick's daughter. We talk about, has she worked out who the father is yet? We talk about stuff. And yet people think that it's all right to walk into an online community just because it's online and immediately start selling their stuff. Use an online community just as you would a real life community. Use an online community to build relationships. Let people get to know you. Let yourself get to know them, and they will find out about your business and the sales will come. Just trust me on this one. Online communities are just as much about building relationships before you build business as are real life communities. I'm going to hand over to everyone who's handling the training this morning, and if you have listened to me, thank you very much for listening. If you want to know more about the 4Networking Forum, please do send me a personal message on 4Networking. Please do connect with me on Twitter. No red braces, that's me. And as it says in the script, keep networking online.